Hi, Dusty Shell, director with Usborne Books More, and I'm so excited with this video because I'm going to be showcasing my absolute favorite series that we carry in our catalog. I have been obsessed with it since joining this company, and I have made it my mission to collect every one that they have. Every time we get a new one, it's the very first thing that I buy. And if you look behind me, here's my collection, barring the few I have on my lap that I'm going to show you. So I hope that you love this series as much as I do. And I'm going to start off with our two newest editions. First is Illustrated Classics, Huckleberry Finn and Other Stories. It includes The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Phantom of the Opera, King Solomon's Mines, Huckleberry Finn, obviously, and more. And the great thing about these books is that they're all thick and sturdy. They're soft hardcover. They all have ribbon bookmarks to save your place. They're perfect for reading aloud to your children or for them to read on their own, and they are all incredibly engaging. But the best part is that they all have fabulously gorgeous illustrations, and I'm going to give you a peek. This is from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. See how amazing that is? It just grabs a hold of the children and gets their attention and pulls them into the story. So wonderful in these books. Plus, in many of them, they're, originally classic stories that have been passed down through the ages that you're probably familiar with yourself, and you get to share them with your children in this new, incredibly amazing format. The other newest edition we have is Fables from Around the World, and I really love this because it exposes your children to new cultures and gives them a means of seeing some diversity and storytelling from all over the world. As you can see, the greedy frog, stories about Thunderlight, and again, the illustrations are just breathtakingly gorgeous. Let me see if I can find a full page illustration in this one. Some of them have more illustrations than others, as the difficulty in them raises depending on the age of your child. Oh, here's a good one. As you can see, the horses there. This is the Water Spirit's Gift. I think it's always a good thing, oh look at that one, to expose your children to other cultures and their stories so they can have a better understanding of the world around them. And then my hands down favorite selection in the entire series is the illustrated stories from Shakespeare. I was a theater major in college, and Shakespeare holds a really special place in my heart, and this was the very first one that I purchased from the series, and it's basically mine. My kids will tell you the same. They can look at it, but it's mommy's book. And it goes through, and it's story adaptations of the plays, so don't worry about it being the Elizabethan language. It's definitely understandable for children, but does follow the main plot of the story, and this here shows the different plays. You got The Tempest and Romeo and Juliet, Twelfth Night and Midsummer Night's Dream, Macbeth and Hamlet, and then also some information about Shakespeare himself. And just like in the other ones, the illustrations are really gorgeous. This is a must-have on your shelf. It's a great introduction to Shakespeare too if you're trying to do that with your children in a way that they can relate. Then we also have a couple of these books that are not compilation stories, but they are the original unabridged stories, like The Wizard of Oz. Look how beautiful this cover is. It's one of my favorites. I would love to get this image framed and put on the wall. And it's the classic story. It is not an adaptation. It is the full original story of the Wizard of Oz book. See? She followed Dorothy and her friends through the story, or as they go down the yellow brick road. I'm trying to find one more great illustration for you guys. There's lots of little ones, but my favorites are always the really big ones. There's one, from the Emerald City where everything is green. And again, this is unabridged, so great for a family read aloud. This is the version, or the book that we read this story aloud when we went through the Oz series ourselves. So make sure you check out the website, because as you can see, there are lots more of these fabulous books, and everyone should have at least one of them on their shelves in their home.